And welcome back, folks, to more Persona 5 Royale. Last time we played, we did most of Sai's dungeon. All we need to do is send the calling card.
Hey. Come on, man.
Oh, we can hang out with Haru or Futaba today. Secretly, I've been gambling all my VIP points, and I'm actually at 1,000,000%.
You mean it?
Damn. He's good. I wonder if we can do stuff as long as we have the, we don't have the calling card sent. That's why we don't have everyone. I might as well do it now.
Oh, yeah. All we gotta do now is send the calling card. So, when do you want to send it? The earlier the better, right?
No. In my opinion, we should wait until right before the time limit.
May I ask your reasoning behind that idea?
Sai-san is a realist, even if she believes the Phantom Thieves exist. Do you think she knows how they steal hearts? Furthermore, there is a chance she expects that she herself will be targeted.
So because her heart is ready for any possibility, the calling card might not have enough effect?
I only say that theoretically, but I believe so. Hence, it would be prudent for us to wait until we are driven into a corner to act. If we do so with no time to spare, I assume even Sai-san would have to be somewhat agitated.
Ensuring the treasure actually appears. That sounds quite logical. Impressive, Akechi-kun. Though, it is a bit vexing that you know more about my sister than I do.
That's only because of my work as a detective. Well then, if our time limit is November 20th, and we act the day after sending the calling card, shall we send it out on the 18th?
We should prepare as much as we can before then. Well, I can't complain about having more time. Make sure you're ready, everyone.
Huh.
I'll just add this.
So, could we send it now? I'm just curious.
You'd like to wait on the calling card until the 18th, correct?
Sai-san will come to recognize the danger most effectively if she believes she has already won.
In that case,
Okay. We could do Mimtos. Ah, now we can do Futaba. Okay. Good. And we can do Haru as well. Do we have Hermit? Do we spend our time with Goblin today? Have you finished Kawakami's storyline? No, well, she's at 8. Like all the dateable personages.
Hey, hey!
Oh. Well, let's go somewhere fun.
Yeah.
Let's go to Nakano. Nakano. That's my holy land. I'm so happy. There's figures everywhere you look. They're even more amazing in person. I can't believe how many there are. There's got to be some super rares buried in there somewhere. Want to go digging? Can't tell the difference. Super rares? Probably one.
Really?
Oh, you wouldn't mind? Then let us begin the expedition. One man's trash is another girl's treasure. Time well spent. You can find the super rares, but the real treasure is the fun we had along the...
For real?
Wait, what? How could I have been so blind? Right in front of our noses, it's... What is it? Find something good? Let's go home. Better than good? They don't even make this anymore. I'll explain later. Never thought I'd find a treasure like this. I'd never find a treasure this good here. Chat, wait here. I'm gonna buy this.
Thanks for today.
Ah, you're back.
Your walk. Oh, Akeshi! Oh, let's hang out with Akeshi. Hold up. Hold the phone. It's Akeshi time. I want to shop.
Yo. Okay. You should be grateful.
I should be grateful, but I'm
Go
not.
again.
Old vest. It's not that good. Divine black tights. I'll give that to Makoto. And Haru. The robe of hatred. I don't know why she would need anything, but kind of weird that you can equip her though. All right, let's go get Justice.
Hey, inmate.
Justine, you want to register it? Are you sure? These are the paths you have walked. Is this you'll withdraw this is your path. Are you finished?
What?
Is the plant watered? Don't matter anymore. We're maxed kindness, so the plant can die for all I care. Hey, guy. We're all prepared. All we need to do is wait for the proposed date. Perhaps it is not quite appropriate, but I confess I'm a little excited for this. I've rearranged my schedule a bit, so I have time for all this business concerning Seisan. Doesn't feel right to just leave our battles on hold. Speaking of
Come
which,
join me if you wish.
we'll play some pool. Expect you've improved since last time. If you're confident, I'll play you with my right hand.
Hey,
Billiards is such a fascinating game, don't you think? You can't simply strike the ball you're aiming for. You have to be indirect but precise to land in the pocket. Yeah, it's convoluted. That's why it's so fun. Precisely, and the most interesting part is that it has so many parallels to the theoretical perfect crime.
Also,
You eliminate your target without ever directly connecting yourself to it. I don't suppose that rings any bells. The psychotic breakdowns. What are you getting at? That's right. Even the cases of the criminals' hearts being changed too. Everything happening around us, every little inconsequential event, may simply be one ball striking another. What was that? What was that, Akeshi? Well, there is no guarantee that the ball can be precisely controlled, and despite the player's best intentions, the ball may strike many unrelated obstacles along its path. Even then, do you still intend to play this game? I've made up my mind. I won't miss my shot. He seems terribly interested in perfect crimes. Yeah, it's weird, right? In before Akeshi's the son of Maruki.
not bad.
Impressive, you win.
How about this?
That's quite a heated match. Shall we cool off in the evening breeze for a moment?
Very
Isn't that
impressive.
a scratch though? Like if you play another ball? Oh, whatever. Even if it was with my self-imposed handicap, I'm impressed that you beat me. You've become quite skilled. It's thanks to you. I couldn't let myself lose. I see. So we even share that perspective, do we? You truly are fascinating. Remember when I said before that you and I are similar? Not so different, you and I. We're both victims of unjust adults, and now we have the will and power to rise up against them. Yet I'm doing so as a detective, and you're acting as a phantom thief. Our stances couldn't be more different. We're teammates now. Do you want to join us? For now, yes. But even that united front will soon end. After that, everything will return to the way it was, no? Why not join me instead? All you'd have to do is abandon the teammates you have now.
How about this?
How about it? I'll think about it. I'm not doing that. You're my rival. How about you betray everyone? I'd say 3. You truly are intriguing. I agree. I think a relationship of equals suits us better than being co-conspirators anyways, no matter what else may change. In any case, what you said carries great weight. Remember what you decided and don't run from it, all right? That said, as long as we're working together, you will have my strength. Rest assured, I'll do my part. You'll find me very useful indeed. Okay. So 2 more.
All right.
2 more before we bone Akeshi. Ah, that reminds me. I did say that if you ever beat me using my right hand, I'd face you with all my ability. I'll keep that in mind.
Good night then.
Hey, it's me. It's alright if we chat a bit? You never cease to amaze me. It wasn't against my dominant hand, but of course, but I still can't believe you beat me. Your competitive spirit definitely deserves praise. You were really terrible at first, but you caught up to me in no time. I have to ask, why do you get so competitive against me? Do I? I don't know. We're rivals, aren't we? Haha, yes, that's right. Neither of us can afford to lose because we fight in service of our principles. That is precisely why I cannot allow you to change. As you are now, as you think now, I cannot allow you to win over me. Perhaps that's a bit much. I'll let you go for now. Good night. Wouldn't be Holmes, it would be, what's his name? The detective. Haru? There's going to be a festival in Asakusa tomorrow, and I'm thinking of attending. Seems they'll only hold it around this time of year. Would you care to join me? Are we gonna go out with Haru? No, in Lupin. The detective in Lupin. You know the guy. He's always mad. Zenigata. There we go. Thanks. See you tomorrow. Commit hard. Deleted by admin. Last year, I could come here to return last year's... Jeez. I'm glad I could come here to return last year's Kumadi. Kumadi? Thank you for helping me out, and sorry. Sorry for what? No need to apologize, it was fun. Sure is lively here. You probably would like this one or this one. Oh, I'm glad to hear. The festival is really bustling with people. It's nice. Anyways, wasn't the Kumade heavy? Father always bought huge, elaborate ones for good fortune. They even reported on TV. Oh, is that the red face mask thing? You know, with the mustache? We can't get a new one for this year, though. Oh, jeez. I'm thinking of buying one for the Phantom Thieves instead. If we set that up in the hideout, I feel like something good will happen. Man, my intuition's on point today. Something drew me to this festival, and little did I know that I'd run into the former CEO's daughter tangled in a case. And with that Prince Boring I've seen so many times before, no less. Prince Boring? This means we needed an interview. I refuse. Leave Haru alone. Oh, how chivalrous. She your girlfriend? Maybe. Are you an acquaintance of his? What's this about an interview? I've interviewed him before. I would have thought a high-class lady like yourself would be out of his league. She's my friend. She's my senpai in school. She saw your Disco Elysium playthrough. I see. Well, it seems like I'm intruding, so I'll get out of your way, We got no notes out of this, by the way. Be wary of the mass media, especially when it comes to men. What? Okay. It's fine. There's nothing to fear. But fear itself. Oh, good answer. I sure hope so. That was an interesting acquaintance. Oh, she cooperated with you too. Maybe I should have asked her to take a photo of us as a memento. Well, let's regroup and buy that Kumade. Kumade? This Kumade is a bit different, but at least it's cute. Well then, please put this up in the hideout. Kumade. Kumade?
Thank you.
Ah, you're back.
You're back. Speech. Speech, speech, speech.
What's wrong?
Are we gonna get shot? What did you ask me here to discuss? I heard you met with Kuramoto's grandson. You have your ears to the ground, huh? And to think that he's the candidate the party is backing to ruin my chances of winning. I'll be completely straight with you, since I already asked you to be my right-hand man. We're currently fighting the Kuramoto group.
What?
You're fighting with Mr. Kuramoto. I have ambitions of my own, you know. I owe him for all he did for me, but I don't want him to have influence over me forever. All the more that he's secretly working with Shido's diet members. I know he's asked you to join his group, but I think you should decline his offer. They want to keep you on a leash, so you won't reveal any damaging information. The real culprit of the expense misappropriation case that you were blamed for is old man Kuramoto.
What in the world?
What? What did you say? I searched through the party's off-the-record accounts from 20 years ago. There's no doubt. Can you still forgive him? He led you into the political world and kicked you out in the worst way. Well, why? Seems he bought his popularity, and as a result, he was having some serious financial trouble.
I see.
Sounds as if you're saying that this is my opportunity to clear my name. So you need an answer from me whether or not I can be your right-hand man, yes? His own grandson has already tried to persuade you, therefore I can't wait any longer. If you join me, you can accuse Kuramoto of his crime. You can clear your name and put no good Torah behind you. This is your best and last chance. Join with Matsushita and take my revenge against Mr. Kuramoto and drop out of the election. Are you gonna do it? Don't do it. This is a difficult decision. I mean, it's a very difficult decision.
Yes.
Yes, to say the least. Matsushita, I appreciate the offer, but I must refuse. You have no conceivable reason to refuse. My goal is to become a member of the Diet, not a right-hand man. I will not cast aside my beliefs. On that I stand firm. This information would be the deciding factor in taking down Kuramoto. I'm sorry. Don't worry about it. I was simply offering you a deal. I assumed you might decline it. Very well, please forget it. I apologize for bringing it up so suddenly. I'll talk to the party and provide support for your next speech about the Phantom Thieves. Why are you doing this? I don't want to debate about the Phantom Thieves. I simply want to draw the attention to them. And you can assert your innocence there on a grand stage. To be frank, I'll be happy as long as the Kuramoto group influences. The Kuramoto's group influence diminishes. Niab, don't speak a word of this to anyone for both our sakes. Very well then. Feels like I'm caught in the crossfire of a political conspiracy. My friend is trying to take advantage of me while my former mentor is trying to win me over. To achieve my dream, I have to set aside my beliefs. What should I do? Stick to your beliefs. Clear your name. Get elected. Now, this one. Number one.
Yes.
You're right. Betraying myself means betraying my supporters, which means betraying you. For some reason, just talking with you always helps me make up my mind. It's as if my heart is being manipulated. Perhaps, if the Phantom Thieves truly do exist, then I'm sure they're very much like you. For some reason, you stood by me. No good Torah, but didn't have any supporters.
Actually,
I've been thinking about this for a while, actually. You must have experienced cruelty and injustice in this life. I can tell by the look in your eyes. That's why I sense your desire to help the weak. And the strength to stand up to the hecklers, to Matsushita, to Kuromoto's grandson. You're no ordinary high school student. Even I know that much.
hey,
Would you care to talk about it? What good would that do? So what if you're right? So what if you're right? Just a joke. Sorry, I crossed the line there. I always lacked restraint in these situations. See what I did there? I relieved the tension by making fun of myself. Think of it as an advanced technique for winning people over. Occasionally lets you skip negotiation when attempting to get a persona. Mind control?
you're right.
Alright then. I'll at least make good use of Matsushita's help setting up my next speech. I feel like I'll be able to fully express my beliefs if you're there with
I
me.
shall ask you again another time.
We can discuss it again at the speech.
Well then, I'll see you again.
If you max them out, you unlock the Boom Train persona, yes. Thanks for tagging along today. Goodness, I've gotten you wrapped up in my whole messy past now. Told you before, becoming a diet member shouldn't be your only goal in life. I still stand by those words, of course. But what are your thoughts on what happened today? Say you're in my shoes. Could you say with all confidence that you wouldn't be swayed by such a lucrative deal? Humans are easily swayed. One glimpse of a temptation could be all it takes to make us forget our principles. That's why you must never forget what's truly important to you. You understand? I'll never forget that. It's tougher than it seems. Yes it is. Life is full of tough decisions like this. I hope today's lesson has helped prepare you for that. Well, the real battle begins now. I need to devote myself to this fully. After that, I can hardly afford to disappoint you. All right, see you next time. I'll be counting on you. It doesn't matter for Sun. That's why we don't bring a Sun persona.
Hey,
Only 11 days left. Should we hang out with Yusuke? We have an Emperor? We do! We got Barong! Wait. We might have to hang out with Futaba, though. Haru. Sorry, hanging out with Haru. Hey, Haru. Wait, do we have a persona for Haru? Good to see you! Found a place that serves an especially rare type of coffee. Now we got Dakini. And it's decided. This particular restaurant is in an expensive hotel buffet. Hopefully the coffee lives up to that reputation. Let's go date Haru, of course. Do you remember how I mentioned before about my newfound interest in coffee? Well, I've decided to start studying the topic more seriously by going out to places like this. I've been keeping it a secret from my fiance, though. You see, just a single cup of dark ivory coffee here costs roughly 6,000 yen. 6,000? Holy cow. It must be amazing. It's pricey.
Yes.
Indeed, it certainly takes some courage to order it, but I expect it to be worth the high price. After all, my father always told me to never skimp when it comes to learning experiences. Oh, that's a good life lesson. Well, shall we order? I'll be paying for your cup as well. I can't let you do that. Let me cover the bill. Cheers. I mean, I would say this. Huh? What? Oh, I get it. You're thanking me for treating you, right? You're so funny, chat. Good answer. Anyway, it's only natural that I pay for you today. I invited you here after all. I wonder what it tastes like. Here we go. It's gonna be bitter as hell. Oh, look at her smelling the coffee. Get the hell out of here. Who do you think you are? We can scam all the millions out of her. There's a faint bitterness beneath a strangely mellow flavor. This coffee is clearly distinct from what Sojiro serves at LeBlanc. This has a distinctly fragrant aroma, paired with a mild flavor. This is undoubtedly delicious, yet I would barely consider it coffee. Apparently, it's brewed using beans gathered from elephant dung. Hold up. You mean poop? I can taste the elephant. Excuse me while I vomit.
I'm sorry.
Wow, you guys really have Haru locked down. Are you Haru maniacs, by the way? Club Haru? I apologize for not disclosing that to you earlier. I just thought you might find it hard to enjoy it if you had known it ahead of time. I was surprised to hear it at first myself, but that was actually why I wanted to try it to begin with. Another rare type of coffee, Coffee Luwak. It's gathered from the feces of a small cat called a civet. Interestingly enough, the flavor differs depending on what animal it was originally consumed by. Speaking of cats, do you think Mona-chan would be able to... Hands off my cat! I'd rather not think about it. Let's ask him. Oh my god, you guys are so good! You guys are so good! Perhaps it could become LeBlanc's new specialty drink. Oh, but we need Mona for our operations, huh? We can't afford making him eat beans all day. This guy's eating beans! Coffee is so profound. Haru?
Huh?
Takakura-san? What a strange place for us to meet. It's not often I see people your age at this luxurious buffet. And who is this? Oh, he's a friend from school. Chat, this is Takakura-san, the new president from Akamura Foods. By the way, it looks like we will be able to avoid litigation. We somehow settled on decent terms, so no need to worry. Oh, and about your shares, you should consider letting the company hold on to them for the time being. I'm sure you have already enough on your plate. Given everything that's happened to you.
No.
Well, and I'm sorry to bring that up while you two are enjoying yourselves here. That aside, how are things going with Sugimura? How about he can... You know, these days you need to reserve a wedding hall almost a year in advance if you want a good one. Sometimes it worries me how laid back you are, Haru. Right, we're in the process. Well, I should be heading back to the office now, but please allow me to pay for your drinks. No, it's quite alright. About the shares, I can handle them for now. I'm going to protect that which my father has left for me. I understand. Please do try to reconsider, though. But, well then, if you'll excuse me. That was a lie. There is no way I can handle the responsibilities I have to deal with right now. I'm just an inexperienced high schooler, but I can't leave the company in Takakura's hands. What do you think of him? He seemed nice enough. He was a little sketchy. I'm not really sure. He sounds like a vulture. You're so honest, chat. Oh, you guys are so good. We have not failed a single question. But I agree. I don't know whether or not I can trust him. Right now, the most prevalent rumor about Takakura is that he was pleased by my father's passing. I mean, he was certainly the person who stood to benefit the most from it. It's hard to deny that fact. But he says he's trying to rebuild our company image. I can't tell if he really means it. You know, sometimes I wonder what life would be if I didn't have any money, if I was normal. Yes, having money is abnormal. Don't get me wrong, the company is definitely important, but it's often nothing more than a source of stress. With you, I feel like I actually belong. That's why I'm going to work extra hard to make sure my harvests turn out great. Celeb talk?
All right.
All right. As for that Sugimura, that's my fiance. He's been really showering me with presents lately. One night, he even left a bouquet of roses on my pillow. But he would have needed one of my servants to help him accomplish that, right? What a scary thought. Even worse, Takakura has been hurrying us to get married after what happened to my father. He claims it's because of the profit the marriage will bring to the company. There has to be more to that situation than just that. That's suspicious. Probably the fiancé is going to give something to Takakura. That's why he's rushing that. Anyways, I'll look a little deeper into Takakura-san. Perhaps he truly was pleased by my father's death. Maybe I should start asking the employees who are trying so desperately to win my favor. You haven't drank any more coffee, chat. Aren't you gonna finish it?
Goodbye.
I can taste the elephant. Yeah, a little kickback, you know what I mean? Oh, chat, sorry about that awkwardness. You took the time out of your schedule to hang out with me, but we ended up dealing with my own drama. I don't mind. It was rather intriguing. Let's get some coffee again sometime. That's probably this is the right answer. Yeah. Yeah, you know it. You know it. I'll let you know if I find another nice spot. It won't always be that luxurious though. Lately, I feel so suffocated. I don't know who to trust anymore. It's so reassuring to have someone like you, someone who listens to me. Yeah, we're not here to profit at all. Not at all. By the way, Phantom Thieves are pretty broke. We can't really summon personas right now. It might be nice to have some... I might come to you to help again if I find something. I might come to you for help again if I find something. See you later. Deleted by admin. Let's get more Futaba levels done.
You're back.
Well, Okay, I can't do more than... Oh! Akeshi! I think we should talk. It's time to... It's time we establish something important.
I'll just add this.
I'll be waiting and Kishi Joji pulls out a gat. We're all prepared. All we need to do is wait for the proposed date. Perhaps not appropriate. I'm a little excited. You have time? I want to talk to you about something. It'd be best if we went somewhere where there aren't many people around. Let's say Mementos? Nobody could get in our way there. Are we gonna fight? You guys are strong enough for that, but be ready for anything.
Thank you.
Let's head to Shibuya. I guess she just wants to go with you, right? I'll be waiting outside.
Well, this place should do nicely.
What did you want to discuss?
This.
Oh, he pulled out a gat! Oh my god, I was right!
Remember what I told you? If you ever won against me using my right hand, I'd take you on with everything I've got.
I thought you meant in pool. You want to fight? But why, though?
That wasn't enough to satisfy me. It's your own fault, though. Your insight allowing you to determine my dominant hand, your quick wit, and most of all, how fast you've grown. You've exceeded my expectations in every way. Thus, I've built up this urge to duel you without holding anything back.
All right.
Thank you for indulging my selfish request. No need for pleasantries at this point. Let's go! You won't be able to defeat me unless you actually fight with lethal intent. Now, show me your true skills.
All right, time to destroy Akeshi's mind.
It's time.
Oh, I got ranked already. All right, homie. It's over. Time to pull out our best persona. It's time for our homie, Barong.
Go, Robin Hood!
Why is kill him not censored, but kill dinosaurs is?
Let's go.
Well, because they're scalies.
Can you take this?
I don't think you can do anything, Akeshi.
Go down.
You made the Barong move here.
Nice. How fascinating. Go, Robin Hood!
Oh! Almighty damage.
What?
Persona. Ravage Snap.
Go, Robin Hood!
Persona. There. Ha!
You did Heat Riser, right?
Well, better think quick.
Let's go.
About that.
Go down.
Go, Robin Hood!
Come. There.
No, we're immune to gun as well.
Not bad. This was not expected.
Can't believe you're blocking everything. Dude, I saw your persona. I know your weakness.
No wonder you're the leader of the Phantom Thieves.
Keshi, you saw me solo like 15 freaking personas. What were you expecting?
You've caught up to me on this front already, too.
Was that all you got? Do you want me to keep? Do you want to keep going? Oh, this is all. Ooh, ooh. Let's stab a bit.
Of course not. But if we go any further, we'd both go beyond the point of no return, wouldn't we? In all honesty, I'd love to see just how far we can go.
Is he coming on to us?
But we have an important mission coming up. Until that's finished, you're a vital ally to me. We're done here. Let's go.
Time to go hard. Wait, what?
Once again, I've learned something new about you today.
You're using DLC personas? Is that what they're called?
As allies fighting alongside one another, your strength is truly reassuring. In all honesty, it's to the point that I'd be relying on you in a pinch.
Feelings mutual.
You truly are well composed. I'm sorry I asked you to indulge me, but I do feel a bit better now.
We got no notes out of this one.
All
Bum,
right.
bum, bum, bum.
By the way, about that duel. If we had fought to the end, do you see yourself winning?
Dude, you didn't even do damage. Like that's not even a question.
I had a feeling you'd say that. I'm going to be entirely honest with you. I hate you.
What?
Your deft handling of your unfortunate circumstances, your uniqueness, your ability to surpass me. All these irritate me. You're the one person I refuse to lose to.
You really hate losing, don't you? Wow, Akeshi, I thought we were bros. Damn, son. I'm kind of hurt, actually.
Without a doubt. Even I was unaware that it was this severe. I'll let you have this win today. But next time I will be victorious. Let this be my proof.
Gloved?
There's a tradition in the West to throw one's glove at their opponent when demanding a duel. Should the opponent accept the glove, the duel is also accepted.
Smell it. Get the hell out of here. I accept.
Make certain that you never forget, I am the one who will defeat you. Look at the time. Let's call it a day, for now.
You want your glove back? I don't really need a single glove. Going full Michael Jackson.
Hello?
It's the Dylan Brooks of Persona. Only one person would know that reference. Hey, we'll be sending the calling card on the 18th, 10 days from now. Would you like to do anything before then? I want to play. Let's see. You maintain your composure. I suppose you're made of sterner stuff. Very well. Your existence depends on this strategy.
You have your notes?
Is this some hockey reference? No, this is a basketball reference. And it's a reference to this year's season where Dylan Brooks, a player from the Timberwolves, I think, was talking mad shit on LeBron and he got bodied. Last time we were talking about how court trials work. Today we'll be learning about But you're asking me if the Phantom Thieves would be given a trial if they got caught? Of course they would. All they would need to do is prove a link between their deaths and their activities. In short, they would be put on trial for murder. Surely there's no team called the Timberwolves. Oh, got some bad news for you.
You know it, right?
Tell me, how old do you have to be to listen in on a trial? Any age.
This is it.
Exactly.
That's right. There's no age restriction for listening on a trial. You can get in whether you're 0 or 85. It's kind of hard. Oh, not really. No, how are you 0? Youth crimes are an exception, but it's basically open to the public, meaning you can all go attend. Well, I imagine the visitors' seats will be full if the Phantom Thieves are put to trial. Everyone's dying to know who exactly the culprits are and how they did it.
Nice going!
However, their method and how it connects to the murder must be proven in order to sentence them. The methods that the Phantom Thieves use far exceed human knowledge. I'd imagine in order to prove it, they'd have to catch them in the act.
Hey,
Can we hang out with Takeshi? Haru? Time to get that inheritance, baby.
Let's do it.
Anne was last week, buddy. Now we're on the Haru train. We're on the Haru meal ticket. Oh, wait a minute. We might get Futaba, though. No Futaba. We just need to, came to see you.
yeah.
I need to speak with you about Takakura. Let's do it.
Thank you.
Let's have some coffee. I know, why don't we try that Big Bang Burger for a change? You know, sometimes coffee at fast food restaurants are pretty good. They're pretty decent. They do the job, but sometimes they're absolutely awful. I looked into Takakura, but I couldn't manage to find very much beyond the initial rumors. Several people I asked said they often complained about my father, but just as many seem to say the exact opposite. One side has to be deceiving me, correct? I'm honestly suspicious of everyone at this point. Trust no one! Well, I don't know if Haru... I don't know if this is the right answer for Haru, though. It is! What? How? How? You're so cool, chat. I guess you only trust yourself, huh? Not even myself. But actually, that's a bit sad.
To be honest,
Takakura has been pushing the marriage particularly hard lately. Says it would help provide vital backup for myself and Akamura Foods, both in public and in private. Even started asking Sugimura into important company meetings. We have a contract. Does this mean it's already too late? Is marrying him my only option? Though now that I think about it, maybe my best chance to help the employees my father left behind. Are you really considering it? You can't just give in. There has to be another way. You know, maybe Haru is just using us as an out, right? How are you guys doing this? Did you guys write the FAQ on Haru? You're right. Perhaps I shouldn't give up so easily. Either way, graduation is quickly approaching. I'll need to decide my course of action soon enough. You know, before you came along, I hadn't even considered not going through this marriage. I believed I would simply marry the man my father had chosen and let the rest of my life pass me by. That's really sad. I wonder what would have happened if my father didn't have a palace. Would I have just resigned myself to the fate he had made for me? Doesn't matter now. He didn't have a choice. I don't think so. Chat.
Thank you.
What the hell? What the hell is going on? You guys are what? Or you guys are reading a guide, right? You guys are reading a guide 200%. Thank you. You always know how to make me feel better. Honestly though, things would have been far worse for me if I hadn't joined the Phantom Thieves. Plus, I would never have had anyone to talk to like this. If there's anything I can do to return the favor, please tell me. I want to help you as much as I can. Bumper crop? Ooh, nice.
All right.
Ba-da-ba-da-bum. I hope someday I can look out at the sea with a nice cup of coffee and forget about all of this. And I hope you'll be there with me, chat. We can forego the elephants, though, don't worry. Womp 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 womp.
Now, shall we return home?
I think most of Haru answers are 3 notes. She's just really into chat then. Hello, is this chat? I wanted to apologize for all the weird stuff I said earlier. You know how I talked about how things would have been if I hadn't joined the Phantom Thieves? Once I started to imagine that again, this powerful fear came flooding back. Are you okay? We're all here for you. Pinch yourself. I'm shocked. Shocked. Ah yes, I've read about that in a book. The idea is simply to pinch my cheek very hard. Ow. Yes, that hurt. So it's all real then. And so I'm indebted to you once again. I'll have to work hard so I can repay you. Sorry if I worried you. See ya.
Ah, you're back.
Oh, we can hang out with the boss. Did we see it? Did we steal Say's heart? Not yet. You know what? I want to do the hang out with the boss. Good.
Hey, inmate!
Up.
How go?
You'd like to read the compendium? The inmate.
Oh,
Change your mind.
let's
I'll
go
take care
see
of 'em.
Seth. How you doing, buddy?
Taking it out already? Looks even stronger now. You want to let it out?
Resist, bless. Oh, he's pretty strong now. We want to train.
Who's it gonna be?
Who is it? Who did we want? Barong, right?
Gonna light some incense? Which incense are you
Burn
gonna
one
light?
out.
I'll put this incense in. Oh, I'll take good care of you.
Please take care of Barong.
The
He's our
inmate
homie.
Change your mind, Justine. You want to register? You'd like to register this? Time for some rehab. Let's execute him. You wish to perform an. Well, how's this gonna go?
Oh, we got to do this one. Hold diamond.
You okay with this? You okay with this? Select the skills you'd like to inherit.
Oh, it's a Hyro. Good.
It will receive significant. Girls, let us begin.
Bye, Orlov.
You change your mind? Done already? What?
We just needed a Hyro,
No
right?
slacking off.
For Boss Man? Yeah. Boss Man who knows our secret. Looks like you have something to say.
All right then.
Well, I guess there's no point in worrying. Help me clean up. Oh. Time for goblin mode. Futaba, what's wrong? It's not like you to come here this late. Look, Sajiro. Uncle's bank info, transaction history, credit details. I've got a ton of dirt on him. How'd you get your hands on that stuff? Hacking, of course. Uncle's in loads of debt. He'll never win a suit against us now that we have all this data. This is a criminal offense, you idiot. There's no way we'd be able to use this stuff in court. But
Jeez.
I've known all along how badly in debt he is. He's not going to try and take custody back, so don't go doing stupid crap like this, okay? But Sajiro, I only did it because all that stuff he said to you. About that, I've been thinking. When push came to shove, I wasn't there to help you. So, you know, maybe there's somewhere better for you out there. Somewhere better? Am I not supposed to be here? Am I just in the way? No, that's not it. You don't want me either, Sajiro. It's not what I meant. I just think it might be better for your own sake. Fine, I still have Chat and Mona and all the others. You can just stay here and play with your stupid coffee beans. She likes you guys way more than she likes me. Makes sense, though. You're the ones who saved her, after all. Oh. So yeah, okay, so now he knows. He knew, but I mean, like in the social link. You know what I mean. Where did I go wrong? I really did try to care for Futaba. Look where it got me, though. Told myself she was the reason I kept making Wakaba's curry here. Deep down, I think that was just an excuse to stay distant. At the end of the day, the coffee and the curry people love so much are both just excuses. It'd be nice to have an old man in persona. No, you see, in video games, if there's an old man and he joins your party, he will die by the end of it. You might be right. It's not true. It's still delicious. Yeah, I mean, I spent more time in this cafe than I ever did trying to talk to Futaba. I'm gonna go out for a smoke, try to cool off a bit. Sorry to lay this on you, but could you look after Futaba for me? Don't give up. Oh, she's goblining. Chat. Are you alright? You calm down? Want to talk? Yeah, thanks. You know, Mom used to talk about Sojiro tons when I was little. How good he was at making curry, how interesting he was to talk to. I remember everything. I even remember how she smiled when she talked about him. Mom really liked Sojiro. Said some real mean stuff tonight. It's not his fault Mom's incident happened. It's not his fault I shut myself away from the world. And because of me, Sojiro lost a crap ton of money. I just thought I'd be able to stay here with him if my hacking worked. Let's talk to him. You should tell him that. You guys are one awkward duo. Yeah, you're right. Futaba, can I come in? It's my room. Sojiro, look, sorry about what I just said now. And well, if it's okay with you, I want you to stay here forever. Forever? I know it might be more fun living with people your age like Chat, but I'll do my darndest to see things from your perspective. So, will you stay with me? Was that supposed to be some kind of proposal? Hey, quit your laughing. You're exhausting as ever. Hey, Sojiro. I know I've caused you a lot of trouble, but I really do want to be here. So let's keep living together. Futaba. Super Smash Bros. Player Sojiro. No. No! Sorry for not saying that sooner. Oh, and thanks for taking in someone as horrible as me. Are you sure I'm good enough? I wouldn't want anyone else. Except for Chat. Ha, no hesitation. Don't come complaining to me if you regret it. Actually, I'm not gonna let you regret it. If you ever need my help, just tell me. I might not be graceful, but I'll be there to protect you. And you can stay with me for as long as you want. Forever, if you'd like. I will. Forever. I can't wait to keep sort of living with you too, Chat. Is that a proposal? You phone who this? It's almost time for the live stream. Is it mine? The director is going to be on this week. I'm out of here. Bye. I was such a fool. My whole life, I've taken the easy way out of... I've taken the easy way out to avoid these kinds of conflicts. I didn't stand up for Wakaba when I knew something was off, and I didn't stand up for you either. Instead, I went on and on about how you can't fight back against the laws of society, and how you're supposed to accept the hand you're dealt in life. Those were mere excuses I made to keep myself in line. They gave me the easy way out I wanted so badly. Lucky you wouldn't even be on Futaba's radar. Boomer gamer. That's like right there, 200%. She would be tier 3 subbed for sure. Maybe instead of all that coffee crap, I should be teaching you not to make the same mistakes I did. Here I go, ranting again, but I feel like I managed to put a lot behind me today. Thanks for making me realize what's really important in life.
Alright.
She totally watched only small channels to be a hipster. Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
I'm going home.
Alright, I better head home too. Don't stay up too late, okay? I don't want you oversleeping. Wasting points. Hey, you good to talk? Talk to Futaba again after this. Don't know how long it took. I don't know how it took me so long when we've been so close, but I finally had an honest conversation with her. How do I say this? Feels like we're a real family now, not just pretending to be one. And that's only because you helped us connect. So thanks for that. Truly glad. You're welcome. Feel like a real dad now? He's probably gonna like that. He's probably gonna like this one. Real dad, huh? Sounds corny as hell, but I can't deny it. What am I doing? Calling some guy up and rambling about my feelings. I guess you're not exactly an ordinary guy yourself. Alright, I'm hanging up while I still got some dignity. See you tomorrow. Oh my god, our pole. The lower house disbanded. It was an internal split. Masayoshi Shido, he's the only one. He's the only one that can stand up for what's right. The only one who will make good on his word. That's the kind of person we need leading this nation, especially in times like these. Shido leads the United Future movement, right? That's right. If we'd taken the Phantom Thieves seriously from the start, they'd be behind bars by now. Which'll come first, do you think? Regime change or the apprehension of the Phantom Thieves? Including the day we gotta carry out the plan, there's only 11 days left. Time's really slipping. What will happen to us if we fail? We won't fail. It's kind of tough to say for sure. Maybe, but we can't lose heart before we even done anything. If we do that, we'll just mess everything up. Even the parts we can definitely succeed in. You actually said something wise for once. You want to fight? You two get along so well. How so? That's an outrageous claim. That's what I should be saying. Oh, come on, stop it. Let's try to keep tensions low. We're all feeling anxious. Even you, Makoto? Yes. It can't really be helped this time. That's not how I raised you. Get a hold of yourself, Ryuji. Why are you singling me out?
Hey.
Only 9 days left. Who are we hanging out with? Fu? Are we hanging out with Fubu? Hey, Goblin. That Hermit.
Let's do it.
Yo,
We've just got to wait for a scheduled, yeah. Let's hang out. Only one thing left on the promise list. Being okay without you around. Before that, there's something I want to show you, chat. You should come to my room. A girl's room. This is one of the promise lists I made with my mom. See, everything here is marked off as being done? That's kind of wrong. There was one promise I lied about doing, one promise I never actually finished. It was get along with Kana-chan. This all started back when I was in elementary school. I used to get bullied pretty hard for how weird I was. The other kids always accused me of cheating because I get perfect scores on my tests. There was one time I turned in a test with nothing written down instead, but the school ended up yelling at my mom. My life at school was horrible. Sometimes during recess, I'd lock myself up in the bathroom and cry. Oh. I didn't have a single friend. I was always alone. But then a girl named Kana transferred to my school. She was absent a lot at first. And when she was there, the other kids bullied her like they did to me. But one day, she said something to me. Good morning. She started saying it every day from then on. Were you happy? Must have been a shock. How did you react? Now, I don't know how good chat is with Futaba though. Oh, good answer. Totally. I mean, literally nobody wanted to talk to me back then. To be honest, I completely ignored her for the first few times. I thought the bullies had put her up to it. But without fail, she'd come over to me and say good morning. And eventually, I decided to say it back. It felt like my heart was going to shatter into a million pieces. But apparently, she'd been saying it to me that whole time because she thought we could be friends. She was the first person who didn't mind how weird I was. I was so happy about making a friend that I told my mom. And that's when she added something to my promise list. Get along with Kana, but I couldn't do it. One particularly windy morning, Kana dropped her diary, and the pages flew everywhere. I didn't mean to look, but I ended up seeing everything she had written down. And once I see something, I can't forget it. It was all so horrible. She wrote about how her parents hit her, how they made her take pictures in weird clothes. Kana-chan's diary was full of stories like that. Oh no. And when I asked her about it, she got really defensive. I felt terrible, but she kept yelling at me for reading it. You didn't know any better. Did you apologize to her? Sounds like it was her fault. That's a bit dicey. Yeah, but I couldn't really tell her that. It just froze up. And then I ran. I ran. I wanted to stop yelling. I wanted her to stop yelling. I wanted to go back to how things were before. Kana ended up moving away pretty soon after that. I haven't talked to her since. So I lied to my mom. Even after Kana left, I would tell her we were best of friends. Every month, she'd write that promise on my list, and every month I'd lie about it. Oh. I wish I could apologize to Kana somehow. I really want to say I'm sorry. Sorry for not helping her. Though she was going through even worse stuff than I was. Sorry for reading her diary. Sorry for running away. I hate being such a coward. But I think I might be able to face my fears now that I'm a promise-settling phantom thief. Get along with Kana? I'm gonna do it for real this time. Where is she? Like, how would you know where she is? I didn't mean to tell you all that. Not even Sujiro knows. This is so embarrassing. You have to help me now. Got it? Someone's pushy today. Understood. Character development song, that's right. That's another part of our deal. Moral support may now charge or recover SP. Oh my god.
All right.
Well, I'm gonna get on that right now. Time to look up Kana-chan's deets. Oh, and sorry I wasn't too hospitable today. But I'll have to wait for next time.
Okay?
Oh boy, time for another social link where we have to deal with the relationship with others. Like, make like a cheetah and dash out of my room. Hello, it's me. Something's not right, chat. When I try to look up Kana-chan's info, my fingers suddenly start trembling. I know I promised myself that I'd do this, but when I remembered how angry Kana got, I get so scared. Are you running away again? Let's calm down first. I'm right here with you. What am I doing? Freaking out at the most important moment. If I can't do this, then what was my training for? I don't want to run away anymore. I won't give up on Kana. Thanks, chat. Talking to you about this helped me calm down. I'm going to do a little more research on Kana. And please don't tell anyone else about what we discussed today. Not even Sujiro, okay? Boy. Boy, 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 boy.
You're back.
Wait a minute. It's 9/11.
Let's do it.
Should we really be having fun right now on 9/11? Ifumi? Keshi? I don't think Keshi's available though. Keshi.
I apologize.
Okay, so we're locked with Keshi. Oh, Ifumi. Wait a minute. Hold up. Hold up. We might not be able to do Hifumi. Okay. She's 7. All right. We're okay. We don't have a star. God damn it. God damn it.
Hey, inmate!
Who we get rid of? Who do we get rid of? Chariot? Maybe Chariot.
The inmate needs our guide. You wish to perform an Well, how's this gonna go?
Scotty?
Not terrible, but not impressive.
Scotty doesn't know. Athena Picaro.
Not terrible, but not impressive. Select the skills you'd like to inherit.
Wasn't Hifumi on a Mementos quest with her mom? No, but I'm pretty sure that's what we're going with. That's gonna be our next thing. Oh, this sucks. I don't like this.
Not terrible, but not impressed. Select the skills you'd like to inherit.
Okay, everyone's got this setup.
I see. A strong persona indeed.
What
Select
the
the
dog
skills
doing?
you'd like to inherit. Gather them. Fusion.
We get Parvati. Gives us a lovers.
I see. A strong persona.
Great things are possible. Do you wish a fusion?
Select the skills you'd like to inherit.
A Drain Curse, Null Fizz, and Maega, Samarkarm.
It will receive significant now for a rebirth.
We just need to make some room for Parvati. Ooh, that's pretty good. And a little Sayo.
You change your mind? Justine, you have. Read here.
All right, Star.
Is this what you want?
We
You'll
got
withdraw
all the
this and
stars?
accept this persona. Are you finished?
Really?
What? It is time, inmate.
Bormentos. Yeah. Yeah. Well, we gotta do it eventually. Hey, Hifumi. She's gonna go like, oh, my mom's making me quit Shoji because I beat the guy.
Oh.
Even though it was all for the good of my family, those fixed matches, and my mother. Hifumi's troubled. Oh, now we gotta go back to Mementos. No! Oh, man. Oh.
Welcome.
I don't want to fish. You came all the way out here just to walk away? Yes. Do we have nothing to do? We could go work. Hey, we need, could you come in? We're really short-staffed. Oh, that sucks. Have fun, though.
What would you like?
Good dog. Well. Everyone's average level 60. When that happened? I know what we're gonna do. It's burger time. Or we can hang out with the twins.
What are you gonna do today? Now.
Somewhat capable of stimulating the ocean despite being indoors. Rumor has it that sea creatures from all around the world have been gathered in one place. The aquarium. Let's go to the aquarium.
Guide me, inmate. True.
These glass walls certainly make it appear as if we're walking along the floor of the ocean. It's my first time in this place, but it feels familiar to me somehow. It's all the blue. It's a lot like my cell. That room is a manifestation of another sea, though the sea of human souls. Perhaps, just bit my tongue, perhaps there is a connection after all. I see. So it does make sense for us to feel some sort of connection here. Let's continue inspecting the premises. There are a number of other exhibits we've yet to see. So many different kinds of fish. Yes, the semi-transparent floating invertebrates were quite fascinating. I believe they were called jellyfish. Those sea cucumber life forms were very intriguing. Really? They only creeped me out. The exhibit with the enormous fish was much cooler. The killer whale, if I remember correctly. What nonsense is this? The jellyfish are far more appealing. No, the killer whale is clearly superior. Inmate?
Hey.
Settle this. Jellyfish are more fascinating. Killer whale is a lot cooler. I like both of them equally. Oh, chat is split. Who's gonna cut? Oh no, we're not split. No, we are. Never mind. 2 is winning. No, 2 was from the other thing. 2 was from the other thing. Jelly. I'm relieved you understand.
You've got guts.
Damn it. Well, maybe you'll see just how cool a killer whale is after I toss you in his tank. I believe we completed our inspection of the premises, correct? We've seen how oceanic life forms from all over the world have been gathered here by humans. Does Justine and Caroline just chat in person? Yes. Indeed, that raises a question though. Why do humans go through the trouble of collecting other creatures and putting them on public display? To admire nature, to assert their dominance, to sate their appetites. That's a good question. I'd say this. Dominance. So by constructing this artificial ocean, they believe they conquered nature. Is that how they feel after slapping together this puny glass box? Pathetic. Whatever the case may be, this assignment is now complete. Here's your reward. Masuk. All right, it's time to head back. I wonder if we get different things depending on our answers. A free penguin show will begin shortly at the exhibition stage. Please come and enjoy the performance. What is a penguin? An Antarctic swimmer. We have no particular interest in such a display.
If I have to.
But since you look like you're dying to witness this, inmate, we'll tag along. After watching the penguin show, I escorted the twins back to the Velvet Room.
Hey!
Ooh, we get to read.
Hey!
All right.
Nanako. We already know about Nanako. Aquarium a day.
Hey!
We already know about that. Oh man, I keep reading so much stuff. Oh, nightlife. The lulling sounds of the waves and Ferris wheels. Dating tips for the mature adults.
Wow!
Seaside Park, huh? I've heard it's a great date spot. This seems like a fun place to go with a special someone that we don't have. In any case, it's not somewhere you would want to go by yourself.
Oh!
Seaside Park seems to be a great place to go day or night. Mainly a date spot, though.
All right.
We should invite someone to go there, but who would you choose? Who would we choose? Why are you looking at me like that? I'm not sleep deprived because I want to be, you know. My neighbors have been careless lately on garbage day. The crows were cawing away this morning. Those trash nets the city makes us use only keeps them away at the start. Crows are quick learners, that's true. Crows are probably one of the smartest birds out there. On that note, you all know how to write the kanji for crow. Oh no, no I don't! Characters for bird and crow are very similar, but the latter has one fewer line. What do you think, Niab? Isn't it easy to confuse with bird?
Do you know the answer?
The line in the character for bird has a line that... The line in the character for bird has a line that the character for crow doesn't. It represents the eye, but... Do you know why it's missing in the character for crow? Crow's eyes are hard to see? I would say that.
This is it.
Way to go!
That's right! Crows are black feathered, of course, so it's hard to spot their black eyes. And their black hearts! But the crows have great vision. They can even see UV rays. What? Didn't know that.
Nice going!
Can Akeshi see UV rays? By the way, one reading for a different crow kanji is ga, to imitate the sound of it cawing. The character for pigeon is the same. It's based on the bird's coo, leading to the coo pronunciation. That's going to be on the test, and I'm not going to remember that. Crows are pretty smart, so you'd better study enough so that you don't lose to them. Crows are scary, let me tell ya. When your eyes meet, they start flapping and shudder.
Hey!
Only 8 days left.
Hey!
Who are we gonna hang out with? Makoko? Doctor? No, we can't. We can't. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a second. Oh, she's not there. Foo!
Yo!
What up, Foo? Dug up all sorts of dirt about Con-chan, that is. Are you free? Want to talk about it?
Thanks.
Come over to my room then. I'll tell you there. So I looked up Kana-chan online. And apparently she's still living in the same town in Kansai she moved to. But she never continued on to high school. I decided to do some digging into that. Why that might be, and well, the more I dug, the worse it got. Her parents are in heavy debt due to a gambling addiction, so instead of sending her to school, they make her work to help try and pay it off. What's going on in Japan, man? What is going on? Holy cow. Apparently, they're still having her model in strange clothes. They're even selling the pictures now. It's messed up, man. What horrible parents. We have to put a stop to this. Strange how? Literally selling off their daughter. Horrible is right. I thought parents were supposed to take care of their children, not use them. Actually, though, Kana made herself made a request on the fan site. Based on the IP and other tracking data, I'm 99% sure it's her. Her post was basically just her asking us to make her parents have a change of heart. But she didn't put their names. She might be a little hesitant, or she doesn't believe the Phantom Thieves yet. Either way, I have a solution. I found her parents' names in the address book we got way back in elementary school. Kuta Magario and Asami Magario. I got a hit for them from the metanav too. We can fix them. I've decided, chat. I want to go to Mementos and change their hearts. Oh, we got so much Mementos to do. Persona 5 popularity poll. Protagonist number 1, Makoto number 2, Akeshi number 3, Futaba 4, and Yusuke number 5. Yeah, Boring Girl has second. So, you know. Please, help me save her. I'll do it for you. We'll show them the truth. Give me some time.
Thanks.
Good answer. Oh, and since you're gonna help me with this, I'll have to return the favor.
Oh, that's right.
I'll look extra hard for valuable stuff when we're in the metaverse. Maybe some land in the metaverse? Pretty good, huh? Treasure reboot. Chance to revive search objects in the area after battle.
All right.
So she resets the treasures? Well, I'll be counting on you. Let's save Kana. Let's adjourn for today. Daughter's just a meal ticket. That's horrible.
Bye now.
Absolutely terrible.
Ah, you're back.
It's kind of weird though that, oh, late night with Sojiro? Oh yeah, of course.
Next time then.
Oh, let's talk with the boss. We got quite a few Bormentos. We're probably gonna do that tomorrow. I mean, we're gonna set it up for tomorrow, but we're probably gonna end the stream. I made a snack for you. Futaba said she's coming too.
Yo.
Tomorrow in game. Hey Futaba, if I was gonna add something to the menu, what would you like? What would you want it to be? Maybe curry spaghetti and curry udon. Oh, and curry croquettes and curry pizza. I really like curry that much. Well, I guess it'd be pretty easy given the current menu. I'll give it some thought. Ugh, not more curries, anything but that. What about you? Anything you want to add to the menu? Want my suggestion? Something with curry. I can't decide. You're hooked too, huh? Good answer. Of course he is. That stuff is super addicting, man. Why haven't you answered my calls? Leave now, or else I'll be forced to contact the police. I'm not giving you a penny. What was that? Quit messing with me. Stop it. Sejiro didn't do anything wrong. Shut your mouth, brat. It's your fault I'm in this mess. Look, Futaba's my daughter, and you may be her uncle, but you don't have no connection to her anymore. We can take it to court if you really want. Don't underestimate how hard I'm willing to fight. What? Not only do you have a massive debt, but I heard you failed in your most recent business venture. How do you think the court would respond if they knew how wasteful you were with your money? Damn it! This is all your fault, you bitch! You cursed little... Hold up, old man. Whoa! He took a swing at us, Futaba. This is assault. I'll sue. What are you talking about? You clearly fell down on your own. That delinquent attacked me. He's dangerous. The cafe's finished. You hear me? I won't let you get away with this. Why is everyone such a scammer in Japan? This and Yakuza. What a pain in the A. Don't you have enough problems already? I didn't do anything wrong. I was just protecting Futaba. I'm sorry. Nobody said he did anything wrong. To be honest, should have been me trying to stop him. Are you okay, Futaba? Mm-hmm. But Uncle said he's gonna sue. Don't worry. No matter what ends up happening to me or this store, I won't let them lay a finger on you two. I'm your guardian after all. I have a duty to protect both of you. Don't go doing anything like that again, you hear? I appreciate the spirit you showed though. I assume we are near the end of the stream. That is correct.
All right.
Anyway, I'm done for the day. Take care of cleaning up.
Head home.
Chat, I'll message you later. Oh, are we gonna change another heart? Big news. I looked up my uncle's name in Mementos and I got a hit. Oh, we're gonna do some Mementos. Would you be angry if I asked for your help? Of course I wouldn't. Really? Thanks a bunch. My uncle's name is Yuji Ishiki. Let's go to Mementos and change his heart, but I have a favor to ask. I don't really want to tell everybody about the time I spent living with him. Maybe someday, sure, but today's not the day. I was thinking maybe we can just go the two of us. I really need your help.
Class is starting.
Oh. Doo-doo-doo-doo. Mr. Ushimaru, please come to the faculty office.
What's going on?
What do you want to do?
You could sleep. What's sleep do?
Yeah.
I had a dream where I was trying to bargain with some poker dealer all night. I've gained some knowledge. No.
Waste of my time.
I don't even know who called me out. Anyways, time to resume the lesson.
Yep.
Sleep knowledge, that's right. Well, you know when sometimes like you can't figure out something and then you sleep on it and then the next day you're like, oh, it was so obvious. It's basically the same thing. Basically the same thing. If sleeping gave knowledge in real life, I'd be knowledge 10. No, you wouldn't. No, you wouldn't.
Okay.
More like knowledge 3, am I right?
Everyone's here.
View requests.
Listen up.
Ex-mercenary assassin.
Really?
Well, let's take him out.
Listen up.
Stage mother who mistreats her daughter.
That's
Very well.
nice. Listen up.
The intel is on the parents of Futaba's friend Kana. They forced Kana to take immoral jobs. Oh no, I'm gonna crush him.
Nice. Nice. Yep.
Oh, what about money grubbing uncle? Oh, maybe we gotta do it.
Come on, let's go.
Maybe we gotta do it like outside of this. Yeah. Meme toast. Metanav's reacting. New area just dropped. That means more stamps. Looks like Mementos has expanded even further. I thought public opinion of us determined Mementos expansion, and that had plummeted lately. Our notability must still be on the rise, even if it's because of our currently bad reputation. So we're like a celeb who gets more famous because of scandals. I don't like the sound of that. Either way, the further we go, the more powerful enemies we'll meet. Be cautious.
Time to work. Let's do this.
Work? No,
I'll just
sir.
do this.
We're gonna call it there for tonight. That's what we're gonna do. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. And we will see you next time. Thanks for watching, everyone. Have a good night.